Star Parker. And on September the 9th, President Biden announced that all federal workers, government contractors, and all employers with 100 employees or more had to be vaccinated against COVID-19. Boy, the concerns were already in the Black community, but now they're starting to hit the headlines because people are being forced to take a vaccine. The unionized media wanted us to believe that it was only MAGAites, the Trump supporters, who were suspicious of these new vaccines. But Black folks, they've had hesitations all along, and their concerns were under radar until President Biden decided that, we're gonna make you do this. He's losing patience, he said. And New York City then became the first major city to force vaccination proof before you're allowed to eat inside a restaurant or enter into a public facility. Well, these edicts aren't going too well for the Biden administration, nor the mayor of New York City, as African Americans are now being segregated out of federal work and out of public places, including restaurants. You may have seen that scrimmage at that New York City restaurant. It went viral, and then it lit Black Lives Matter to take to the streets that Blacks have been venting these things behind the closed doors, but now they're venting them out loud. You know, I was in New York City the weekend of September 11th, and I saw firsthand what this was looking like, and I knew that it would be a problem. It was the first weekend that the new vax-proof edict came into play, and the vaccinated were inside and the unvaccinated were outside. Oh boy. And if you didn't have a vax card, you weren't getting in. And the folks not getting in were disproportionately African American. You know, rapper Nicki Minaj found out the hard way that no one is allowed to ask any questions of the elite, of elite politicians, or of the elite politicians' scientists. Anyone who dares even ask about any side effects of the vaccine gets canceled or shamed. Yet there are a lot of questions that people of all races and all ages and all affiliations have about the vaccine, and they rush into the vaccine. They have questions like, why does someone have to get the vaccine if they've already had COVID and they have natural antibodies? They want to know, what about the side effects of those with pre-existing medical conditions, and they might be on some type of medicine already that could conflict with the vaccine. Then they're asking questions like why the pharmaceutical companies producing the vaccines are so hostile to natural or time-tested drugs that some doctors say are effective in treating COVID-19. Yeah, record numbers of Americans now are seeking exemption. They're trying to get information about religious exemptions, medical exemptions, but the government has very limited answers on these questions. Yet these are the same politicians that are pushing you to get that vaccination, to not allow the unvaccinated to work. You're not going to be able to fly. You're not going to go to your favorite concert or your favorite restaurant. Well, many folks, including me, don't believe that forced vaccinations are consistent with freedom. And in a free country, health freedom is a battle I suppose we're going to have to debate in the courts. Maybe we'll be debating this even long after we've reached herd immunity and COVID-19 is a virus of the past.